Hey guys, it's Coach Andrea here, and it's Miraculous Monday. And today I just want to talk about the miracle of a process, a growth process. We had a caterpillar in our backyard. My friend bought a plant, and it was a milkweed plant, and attached to it was this tiny little caterpillar that we nicknamed Tiny. And so she bought more plants for the caterpillar to eat the leaves. And of course, eventually it ate and ate and ate and then turned into, it spun the chrysalis, and then it stayed in there and opened up and became a beautiful butterfly, which I'll post the pictures of that on my page. But what I loved about watching that process was when the caterpillar was a caterpillar, that's all it was a caterpillar. And it did what caterpillars do. It ate and it walked around the plant and ate some more and ate some more because it was preparing for the next stage, which was to be able to spin the chrysalis. So when it gets ready to form the chrysalis, it gets into a J shape on top of wherever it's going to hang. And it just got up there and it hung up there. And while it was in that chrysalis, it was not struggling to get out. It was not trying to go back to being a caterpillar, but it did what it was supposed to do in the chrysalis. And then when it was time to emerge, and not a day before or a day later, it came out. And then we had to Google and find out, but they have to sit there for a little bit for their wings to dry. So it did that. And then when it was time for it to fly, it flew away. And as I watched that, I thought the miracle in that was inside that caterpillar was everything that that caterpillar needed to become a butterfly. And the same is true for us, that everything that we need to become who God has called us to be is already inside us. And the caterpillar was not trying to rush the process. It seemed to be enjoying the process. And it was just present in the process. And as a recovering perfectionist, I can tell you that that is something that I have struggled with my whole life, is just being present in the moment and really appreciating the stages. So I don't need to try to be a butterfly when I'm supposed to be a caterpillar. And I don't need to try to be a caterpillar when I'm supposed to be a butterfly. And so what am I talking about? This tendency to stay small when we're supposed to be growing, or this tendency to try to grow too fast when we're supposed to be small. And it's not a linear process. We don't grow into a butterfly and then all of a sudden we're a butterfly. It changes depending on the stages and the things that we're going through in life. But there are just times and seasons where we need to be a caterpillar, or situations where we need to be a caterpillar, and situations where we need to be a butterfly. But in the midst of all of that, I'm watching this butterfly and I'm thinking, if God has given that butterfly the innate ability to know what it needs to know to grow into what God created and intended for it to be, how much more is that same process inside of me? And how much more is that same process inside of you? And so the miracle of it is we don't have to strive and we don't have to work so hard. Now, am I saying don't put work into it? Nope, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying we get in this mentality that if we don't work ourselves to the ground, that if we don't give everything to the point of where we're depleted and empty and have nothing left, that somehow we're not being successful, somehow we're not going to accomplish God's plan for our life. But what that caterpillar showed me is that if I just do the thing that I need to do in the stage that I need to do it, God has already done the hard stuff. He's already built me in a way that I can go from one stage to the next, trusting Him throughout the process, and to know that every good work that God has begun in me, He's going to see it through to completion. During this quarantine, I can't stress that enough. You know, people are beating themselves up because they feel like they should be doing more in this time. Maybe it's not your season. Maybe you are in a caterpillar stage, or maybe you are in a butterfly stage and your wings are just drying right now. We don't know. Not everybody's in the same process at the same time. But the point is that inside of all of us, God has built us with the ability to accomplish the plan for our life, to trust Him that He is the one who has begun the work and He will see it through to completion. And our job is to just pay attention to the season, pay attention to the stage that we're in, and to be present, and enjoy the journey. We enjoyed watching this caterpillar become a butterfly, and other people will watch you. They will watch me. They will see us doing the hard thing and then becoming something more beautiful. So all I wanted to say is trust the process. God has never failed us. He is always with us. Better days are always ahead. And to remember that we're always going through a cycle, and to just pay attention. Be patient, be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, and know that God has a good plan for your life. Hope that blesses you guys. Have a good day.